I'ma go get it, they waiting for blessings. I've been taking L's and I losses, they lessons. To get the money, I got an obsession. If trap is a sport, then it'll be my profession. To tell you the truth, I don't got no confessions. I don't know why lately I feel aggression. I'ma go get it, they waiting for
YouTube, what's good? Y'all know how we do this. I am back with an official bang. So, what's good, y'all? Today is June the 1st. So I'm doing my nightly walk like I always do. Just making my way, y'all know how I do on my nightly walks. So I figure that, you know, some of y'all that watch my nightly walks kind of like my nightly walks. So I feel like I'm gonna continue to do my little nightly walks with y'all because, you know, to me, when I do my nightly walks, it's a time to like, just have clear thought. You know what I mean? Like even when I'm walking, if I don't post or if I don't make a video for you guys, when I'm walking, doing my nightly walk, it gives me enough time to like, just give me some clarity and just think about stuff. You know what I mean? It could be just me thinking about what's the next type of video I'm going to film, or thinking about what I got to do at work for the night, or what I got planned, you know, as far as for the week, any of those type of things. You know what I mean? I find clarity in a lot of different ways, you know what I mean? Or just I just try to stay very positive about situations, because I mean, we all get stressed, we all have problems, we all have situations and stuff that we go through. So it's like, sometimes we just need some time to just like mellow it out and just like a woosah, like, you know, like on Bad Boys, like a woosah moment. So I try my best to like, when I take my walk, just to like clear my mind, man, and just like enjoy the walk, you know what I mean, per se. So, as y'all can see, I posted a video when I went to the event with my mom. That was a great thing. I had fun. A lot of people supported her, and it was awesome, man. And that was fun. Now it's on to like, you know, what's my next steps and what's my next things are gonna go on, you know, and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm always thinking ahead, you know, about what things or what to do. So just kind of wanted to come on here tonight with you guys and just vibe with y'all. You know what I mean? I always like to get on here and just, you know, kind of just vibe out, or just bring some type of knowledge or information to the world. So I think one thing today for me that kind of like made me feel, it gave me like a good feeling or a good moment is like my daughter is she's so how can I say this? She's so like super motivated to like push herself to the next level, and that makes me proud as a dad, you know? Like she texted me today when she got out the bus, and she was like, hey, I stopped at this other place over here, this taco place, and they about to interview me and give me a chance to interview for the job. So it's like she's super motivated to like enhance herself. So the job that she got now, she did it all herself. I had no hands in it. She did everything, you know what I mean? And she got the job herself, you know what I mean? I just came along with her when she did the interview process. But even still, when I came along with her that day to do like an interview process, it wasn't even an interview process. It was, when she got there, the manager was like, yeah, we're going to keep her, you know, she's going to work tonight. So it was like, she didn't even know that was going to be her first day at work. But, you know, she's been working here for a while now. She kind of like, well, wants to improve her, you know, her work status. She wants to move up more. So she felt as though that she wanted to try and get with the taco place. So I kind of figured that, you know, initially I was telling like, they might not hire you right away because of your age or whatever, which was true, because when she went there, they said that, you know, by her age, they wouldn't hire her right now. But one thing they did to her is they put her on a list to be hired when she turned 16. So that let me know that they were super impressed with the interview process of her. So that was cool to know. So like that just, it's like, I just feel great that my daughter is in that type of position, bro. Like she wants it and she pushes for it. So with her being 15 and wanting to do that and push for that, why can't you do it? You get what I'm saying? You can do the same thing. That right there, in a sense, motivates. That pushes you, that drives you. She has a drive inside of her to be that much more successful and push herself to another level. So why can't you do it? So that's my question to y'all today. You could do the same thing. You can push yourself and drive yourself to be, it's anything. Like in this world, you can be anything in this world. Anything that you want to be, you can do it. So why can't you push yourself to be that limit? So that's my word to you guys tonight. Push yourself. Push yourself as far as you can go. Take yourself to another level. You know what I mean? So what, you work at that McDonald's. Push yourself to get a better job at McDonald's. Just because you work at McDonald's don't mean that you can't work in a government job, or you can't get a job at the post office, a job at as a driver for CDL. You gotta push yourself. You just gotta take that extra mile and take that extra step to get to that point. You get what I'm saying? So like, push yourself. I just feel like it's enough people in this world that take the small steps to get to the bigger steps, to get to that next level. But a lot of us, we just sit in that small spot when we can be more than what we are. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first started, like I was working job to job when I first started, and I was bouncing around. And I remember I was working at Coca-Cola, and I felt like I was a great worker at Coca-Cola. I pushed myself. You know what I mean? You know, I did what they call my position was a merchandiser. So pretty much what you did was you would go to the stores and you would take the sodas off, like there would be sodas in the back of the store, and you would just merchandise yourself for Coca-Cola. So I did that. So I had a list of stores that I had to do for the week, and that's what I did. But I believe that I didn't get along with my manager well, and my attitude at a young age was a big part of the reason why things didn't go as well for me in certain situations. So like my attitude, I had to fix my attitude, period, because my attitude was just too strong. Some of the things that my manager did was, I mean, they're managers. I feel like he made bad decisions, but I made bad decisions too as a worker. So, which until got me to the point where I got fired. So when I got fired at that moment, a conversation was had with me and my wife. She was like, you need to figure out something else. You need to get into a career instead of trying to go from a job to job type of situation. And she was right. So I had to take myself to another level to get to another level. So in that moment, I realized I had to find something that I wanted to do. And then not only when I found out something that I wanted to do, I had to push myself and drive myself in. It wasn't a process of, you try this and it just don't work, you don't like it, you move on. No, whatever I chose that what I was going to do was, I was going to be all in. So I chose to become an electrician, and I went to school. So I went to an outside school, I guess it's called North American Trade School, what it was, and I went through that whole program process. I want to say it was like a year or year and a half program type of process. And they were supposed to you go through this program, they teach you, and then when you come out, you were supposed to start with a company or do some type of work. But with that training of what that program is not, I'm not going to say that program is not good, but that program is not what you want to do to become an electrician, because you don't just become an electrician in 1 year. And they didn't have a lot of on-the-job training. So to say it probably set me back a little bit, it might have, but it was also a good learning experience. And it also allowed me to be able to get my feet wet and get some type of knowledge into the situation. So not until I got into the union is when things changed for me. So I started, after I finished with North American Trade School, I did, I still was working my, like other jobs, but I had to, to get into the union, you had to go and apply. So when I finally got into a union, it was a lot different from what you did with North American Trade School. So when you got into the union, it was, you did school and you did OJT, which is on-the-job training. But it was more on-the-job training than it was school. So when I got into the program, first thing they did is they hooked me up with a company, a union company, to do electrical work, electrical union company. So I started with the company. So I started working before I even started to go to school. So, and I was green. Even still, I did that other program, I was green. I knew nothing. When I got on the job site, I was totally lost. So I had to learn. So what you do is when you go on these job sites, they put you with what they call mechanics. And you work with the mechanic and stuff like that. And, the mechanic is going to teach you the different trades of, being an electrician. So the one thing I can say about that too, when you go into situations like that, always go into the situation open-minded. Never go closed-minded. You know what I mean? If you want to be the best at something, you gotta it's not that person's job to drive you. You have to drive yourself. If you want it and you want to know the knowledge and you want to become the best, you have to seek it. So it's not a matter of he got to teach me everything because he's my mechanic. No. Yeah, he got to teach you, but it's your job and your responsibility to push yourself to want to be the best at it. And what I mean by that is, if you want to really learn the trade, really learn the tricks of it, you want to be very attentive and you want to ask as many questions as possible. There's no dumb questions. So people have fear and they don't want to ask questions because they feel like it's a dumb question. There's no dumb questions. So if you want it, you got to be hungry. You got to have a drive. And you have to push yourself in that drive. So don't just do it because, I'm just, because I need it. No, do it because you really want to do it. Because you have a drive, you want to be this and you want to be that. Do that. So I got into the program. I started working with the company. And I had some good mechanics and I had some bad mechanics. But I took everything with a grain of salt and I tried to learn from each mechanic from different stuff. Because each mechanic does things different ways and you learn different ways from each one. So I just took the knowledge that I had and tried to apply it my way. But all of us learn different ways. So, like I said, it was more on-the-job training. And then once school started, when I was in my first year, you went to school, I think it was once every other week, I believe it was. I think it was every other week. So we went once every other week and you went one day for like 8-hour day. So I did that and, school, it wasn't easy because, you got to learn the different laws of electricity, everything. So that wasn't easy neither. And then the thing was, if you failed 3 tests, you failed out of the program. So remember, I started with guys that didn't even finish because they failed out of the program. You know what I mean? So like I said, I wanted it. The tests were hard, yeah. I had, and I'm not a great test taker, but at the same time, I was just like, bro, I'm not willing to fail. So we created study groups, we studied together, we did all those type of things to be able to help each other pass. So when you want something, you push for it. So I refused to fail. So whatever I had to do to pass, I made sure I passed. I made sure I was at every study group, and we all studied together, and that's what we did. And then you gotta remember too, the way the teacher might explain it, you might not be able to catch it from what the teacher, but the person in your class might be able to explain it better than what the teacher has explained to you, because we all learn different ways. So the way one of your classmates, he might understand exactly how the teacher may say it and might break it down, but you might not understand it. So don't get discouraged by anything. Just push yourself, and it's a drive. Like, you gotta go on your journey, however it may be. And don't get me wrong, like I was doing the union stuff, and then I still was working a part-time job, and at the same time too, my wife was pregnant. You know what I mean? So all these things were going on, but she pushed me, and I pushed her, and by her backing me and pushing me made me better. And sometimes you gotta have support there too, but the main person in the drive is you. Drive yourself, push yourself, and you got to be great. So with that being said, you know, I got through the program. It was a 5-year program. And at the end of my 5th year, I became a mechanic. I stayed with the same company through my whole entire apprenticeship. And then I was officially an electrician, and then I still was with the same company a year after that, and then I had got laid off because of a number of situations, however it may be, whatever. But at that time, I realized it was rough for a lot of people. So I got laid off, but I couldn't just like stick there. So like when you get laid off, it's like, you know, you go sign the books, and then you wait, you know, for different calls. And if you get a call, you know what I mean, you go down to, you know, get the call, but depending on what number you are on the books, depending on if you get the call. So at that time, it was like $500 or $600 on the book. So it was like, I still couldn't stick, and I had to provide for my family still. So I had to find ways. So I took my talents of being an electrician on the road and went out and found other jobs, because I still needed to be able to bring home money to my family. But at the same time, my talents of what I had, I learned from those guys in the trade, and I picked from each person of those mechanics that I worked with to become the electrician that I am today, not who they are. I learned from a bunch of different guys. So I'm saying that to say that you're not going to be who they are, you're going to be you. And you can only be you. So I would say is just push yourself, drive that bus yourself. So today I'm at, you know, a dream job that I wanted years ago. You know what I mean? When I was working for Solar City, and I'm at a job now where I'm like, this is where I wanted when I was working there. But I go there to say is, you can't get there if you don't push yourself. So my daughter just made me feel so proud today for the way she pushed herself. And I'm saying it to say, you can do the same thing. Don't give up on yourself. Push and drive yourself. Because you can be the next billionaire, the next millionaire, the next company. You can own your own Fortune 500 company, all of that. But you got to push yourself and believe in yourself. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to close out my video. I walk over here to my daughter, hug and kiss my daughter, and tell her how proud I am of her, because she's doing amazing things, and I'm so happy for her. So I love y'all, man. Like I always tell y'all, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, and turn me up, man. And y'all keep it up, man, because I love y'all, man. Y'all watching my videos, and y'all sticking with me. So till the next video, man, I'm going to get with y'all, man. And I'm working on a new outro for my page, so y'all stay tuned for that too, because it's coming soon.